The day will come when we will name names other than Sean Combs, and there's a lot of names. It's a long list already.
I do want to switch gears and talk about this breaking news just happening tonight that involves both Jay-Z and Diddy. Now, this is an amended complaint accusing Jay-Z of raping a 13-year-old girl in 2000 along with Sean Diddy Combs.
Is there still smoke on Diddy, or do you feel like it's...
Oh, no. The smoke, they're trying to figure out how to evenly distribute the smoke.
Oh.
Because he got trained smoke coming. Some other information that I got, Jay-Z was recently questioned about his involvement in bringing underage girls to freak-offs.
In a bombshell development that has sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry, rumors are swirling that Jay-Z could be the next high-profile figure who will go to jail. Following the arrest of Diddy on serious charges, insiders are now pointing to allegations that could implicate the Roc Nation mogul in undisclosed criminal activities.
After some legal back and forth with a demand letter and dueling lawsuits, says celebrity A is Jay-Z, whose legal name is Sean Carter. The suit begins. Defendant Sean Combs, aka P. Diddy, aka Puff Daddy, aka Diddy, aka PD, aka Love, along with his longtime friend and collaborator Sean Carter, aka Jay-Z, drugged and raped a 13-year-old girl at an after-party following the 2000 Video Music Awards. Another celebrity stood by and watched as Combs and Carter took turns assaulting the minor. Many others were present at the after-party, but did nothing to stop the assault.
The anonymous accuser alleging the assault occurred after she was driven to an after-party following the MTV Video Music Awards. The suit says she was offered a drink that made her feel, quote, woozy, lightheaded, and felt like she needed to lie down. Shortly after, the suit claims Jay-Z and Diddy entered the room where she was resting, eventually sexually assaulting her. And now, just in the last hour, we are hearing from Jay-Z and his team of lawyers. They are denying the claim and say that they are the victims of blackmail, saying, quote, I will not give you one red penny, and my only heartbreak is for my family.
Recent allegations against Jay-Z accusing him of misconduct involving a 13-year-old at a 2000 MTV Video Music Awards after-party have taken a dramatic turn, with reports suggesting that the music mogul could face imminent arrest. These claims, filed as part of a civil lawsuit, have sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry, putting Jay-Z's legacy and public image under intense scrutiny.
This morning, disturbing new claims against music icon Jay-Z. A civil lawsuit detailing sexual assault, originally brought against his longtime friend Sean Diddy Combs, now adding new allegations against the rapper whose real name is Sean Carter, claims both men deny. The anonymous woman, who was 13 at the time, described in the lawsuit as being drugged and raped at an MTV VMAs after-party she says Combs hosted in 2000. According to the suit, she recalls accepting a drink from a waitress that made her feel woozy and lightheaded before she says she was raped by Jay-Z and then Combs in a bedroom as an unnamed female celebrity watched.
Rap and media mogul Jay-Z now accused of raping a 13-year-old girl in 2000 along with Sean Diddy Combs. Now, this lawsuit was originally filed back in October in the Southern District of New York, listing Diddy as the defendant, but it was just refiled today to include Jay-Z now, whose real name is Sean Carter. Of course, he's the husband of Beyonce.
Jay-Z is speculated to be arrested after federal investigators uncovered his alleged involvement in Diddy's crimes. Jay-Z has been alleged to help Diddy in arranging these infamous parties and being an active part of them.
Wait, so hold on. Why is there chatter about Jay-Z being in the same club as Diddy? Allegedly, it's because of his interest in young girls. So rumor has it that Jay-Z exploits young women in the industry, young enough to be his own daughter. Now, if you've been following Jay-Z closely, you'll know that he's far from the wholesome family man he portrays himself to be. So Jay-Z has been under scrutiny for quite some time. Do you guys remember when he was romantically involved with Foxy Brown? Yeah, she was just 15 years old and he was 27. That raised more than a few eyebrows. But wait, there's more. Jay-Z maintains close friendships with Diddy, Russell Simmons, and R. Kelly.
There are growing speculations that Jay-Z could be the mastermind behind Diddy's legal troubles, with some alleging that he set Diddy up as part of a larger scheme. According to these rumors, Jay-Z may have orchestrated the situation, positioning Diddy as the fall guy while protecting his own interests.
Allegedly set P. Diddy up. Now, this came from, what's her name? Jaguar Wright. Jaguar Wright said that she believed, or she know, that Jay-Z set Puff Daddy up, you know, because he wanted to take his spot and all that. And she broke down how he, you know, did other people in, and she was making a lot of, as crazy as people try to think she is, she did make a lot of sense. Check it out.
Jay-Z is setting Diddy up. He wants to be the one. He lined up Big L, stole his life and identity. He lined up Dame Dash, stole his life, identity.
And if that's the case, then Jay-Z is the one working directly with the feds, and he'll probably pull TD Jakes out of it because he want to keep his money flowing. And don't forget that one of Jay-Z's executives was a known federal snitch, and she's known for doing this. Look, don't think that Jay-Z got something against snitches. He don't, because the chick that's working for him, she snitching. You know what I'm saying? So don't think he passed that.
The legal case was filed by attorney Tony Busby, who is also representing several other claimants in cases against Diddy. The plaintiff, referred to only as Jane Doe, is seeking to remain anonymous, a request that Jay-Z's legal team has contested. They are pushing for the case to be dismissed or for the accuser's identity to be revealed in order to ensure a fair legal process.
This whole lawsuit is significant for several reasons. First of all, this lawsuit was filed by Tony Busby. This is that Texas attorney who claims to represent over 100 alleged victims of Sean Combs, and he indicated in the past that he would name names. And there was reporting, particularly by TMZ, that high-profile people had reached out to him to settle claims so that they wouldn't be listed in lawsuits. They wouldn't be named in lawsuits.
The day will come when we will name names other than Sean Combs, and there's a lot of names. It's a long list already. And of course, I already know who some of these individuals are, but because of the nature of this case, we're going to make damn sure that we're right before we do that. But the names that we're going to name, assuming that our investigators confirm and corroborate what we've been told, are names that will shock you.
Insiders like Jaguar Wright have been sounding the alarm about Jay-Z for years, warning the music industry and the public about his alleged darker side.
I said he was going to jail because God told me he was going to jail.
Have you ever been in one of these Diddy parties?
Yes, I have. I sat in with Storm Monroe 4 years ago and said that man was an S-trafficker and he was using the business to S-traffic young women and men. I said all of it. But when I pray for something, it always comes true. And I prayed the same prayer for Sean Carter. Y'all better get ready. I knew between the two Seans, go for the weaker one. Go for the knees. And I told Sean Carter, you are so closely tied to Diddy.
We got the infamous Jaguar Wright.
Wright, a former collaborator and vocal critic of the industry, has claimed that Jay-Z's power and influence extend far beyond what most people realize. According to her, his actions behind the scenes could be far more damaging than the public has been led to believe.
What up, man? We ain't gonna stop with just P. Diddy, man. Go ahead and lock Jay-Z up too. He need to be right there, cellmate with P. Diddy. All the stuff Jay-Z done did, he need to be in there with P. Diddy too, goddamn me. Not just that, he told this lady, Rihanna, when she was 16 or 15, underage, wasn't grown, that either she gonna sign this deal and walk out the door, or she not gonna sign that deal and go out the window. And they was 29 flights up, man.
What?
Come on, man, lock the door. You held that girl against her will. Ain't no telling what else she did in that room. If he'll do all that, ain't no telling what else he did in that room. Lock his ass.
She has consistently suggested that Jay-Z's victims will face even worse consequences than those impacted by Diddy's actions. she implies that Jay-Z, who has built a near-flawless public image as a business mogul and cultural icon, may be hiding darker dealings that could one day come to light.
The Jay-Z victims are going to be worse. They're worse because of the psychological torture that comes along with what he does. Like I said,
do you think Jay-Z is scared right now?
Oh, he's terrified. He's terrified. He's losing confidence everywhere. But the only confidence he's worried about keeping secure are those white boys that he worked for. That's his only loyalty. Not even to his wife is he loyal.
But what do you think? And just again, hypothetically, if his kids, as young as they are, asked, "Daddy, who's that man on TV getting arrested? Isn't that your friend?" What would his response be?
He wouldn't respond. He would just laugh and walk away.
The investigation into Diddy's alleged crimes is expected to expand back to the 1990s, raising concerns that Jay-Z's business enterprises may also come under scrutiny. With investigators delving deeper into the history of both moguls, there are growing rumors that Jay-Z's rise to power during that era might be revisited, with a focus on his early business dealings and connections within the music industry.
Again, if it goes all the way back, it was 2008. I'm going to give y'all guys a little bit of inside tea. There are people that are going to be interviewed the first and second week of October, depending on what is found in those interviews. And it looks like there might be a lot. That investigation actually might be expanded further back into the 90s when Diddy was getting seed money from. And if that's the case, Jay-Z, yeah. Rockefeller Records, yeah, y'all fighting over these royalties. It might be more to fight over, but let's get into this.
I mean, Jay-Z basically gave up on the record label business. He's just doing the things around it. If y'all niggas want management, I got y'all. Okay, so which means you already need to be making money. You got an interview to go get for Roc Nation to pick you up as a client. Yeah. You don't just be like, yo, Roc Nation come fuck with us. No, you don't. You know what they're gonna look at? Well, he's grossing and he's bringing about like $6-7 million a year. We're gonna get our cut. Yeah. We're gonna put him in these situations. We're gonna get him to 10. Now we're making $3 million off of this guy. Boom. This is a win. Easy cash. Yeah. We're not gambling no more. Okay, right. Sign up a bunch of people and be like, yo, well, we're gonna develop them for 2 years, get their look right, start seeing them on the blog, start doing this, putting them in this studio. It's a lot.
His ventures, from Rockefeller Records to Roc Nation, have since grown into multi-million-dollar enterprises. However, with this new wave of investigations, there is speculation that some of these business moves might be re-examined for potential links to illegal activity.
Why are you so on top of the business side of Jay-Z? You know what I'm saying? Some people like to just be an artist.
Yeah, I was actually forced to be an artist and a businessman because when I tried to get a deal, I couldn't get a deal, so I had to create Rockefeller Records. We actually created Rockefeller Records from nothing. And, you know, so I was forced to know both sides of the business.
If Jay-Z's business ventures from the 90s are pulled into the investigation, it could unravel a different narrative about how his empire was built. The possibility of his enterprises being tied to illegal dealings and poisoning ex-business partners.
Guys, this is world coming to an end or what? Why has Jay-Z just got accused of poisoning one of his ex-business partners? God, you know, man, these stories are starting to get real sticky around this joint, man. You know what I'm saying? You got Jay-Z around here accused of poisoning his business partner and been hiding. P. Diddy around here doing what he do. Hey, man, I just want to ask somebody something, man. What do 1,000 bottles of baby oil look like?
However, Jay-Z's close relationship with Diddy and their decades-long friendship have already raised suspicions that Jay-Z may be equally involved in Diddy's alleged crimes.
2020, y'all. Yeah. And it's different than when it was 2016. You know, the game has been elevated. As we can tell, there's no expense being spared. We had a black billionaire.
There's just been a shocking revelation from federal authorities regarding a highly private and scandalous video involving none other than Jay-Z and Beyonce. reportedly taken during a wild party hosted by Diddy. Apparently during a Homeland Security raid on Diddy's properties, some rather intriguing discoveries were made, including compromising footage featuring numerous beloved celebrities caught in scandalous situations. Speculation is rife that Diddy intentionally leaked this footage to authorities as a form of revenge against the Carters, allegedly due to their perceived lack of support during his legal battles. It seems he's on a mission to embarrass them at any cost. Adding fuel to the fire, an unsettling audio clip allegedly featuring Meek Mill and Diddy has surfaced, courtesy of Diddy's former bodyguard.
Given their influence in the industry and their intertwined business ventures, it's hard for some to believe that Jay-Z could have been completely oblivious to Diddy's alleged criminal behavior.
We didn't call it grooming back then. That his horseplay was a way of letting you know I could really hurt you if I wanted to. You get it? I could really hurt you. And that's what that kid probably felt.
Stephen A. Smith has expressed serious concerns following Diddy's arrest, warning that the situation could have far-reaching consequences for the entertainment industry.
It almost seems clear it's not just him thereafter. These are RICO charges. It's an indictment. It's Homeland Security. Homes raided in Los Angeles and Miami. Computers and laptops and iPads and phones and surveillance videos and stuff like that confiscated. They did that in May. You're talking about months later, and here they come with this indictment, and they're trying to make it so today, as we're taping this show, if prosecutors have their druthers, they're trying to make today his last day of freedom in his life.
Some reports suggest that Jay-Z used to exploit young rappers alongside Diddy, with allegations that he took advantage of rising stars like Nipsey Hussle and Usher.
You know, sometimes I treat my younger son like a older man, and not saying that I would condone that, or I would handle it that way. Right. But you know, I think that it was a mistake that, you know, it could be, we should move past it. It wasn't like she was naked or nothing like that. And you know, if you look at the model game out here now, there's models like 14, 15 in Vogue, that's topless and things like that.
But people don't know that's their age.
Yeah. People don't know that's their age. What I'm trying to say is that nobody's really perfect in this game. And then I think we all getting scrutinized, from Barack Obama to Hillary Clinton to Reverend Wright to Britney to what's her name? Miley Cyrus.
It's all good.
You know what I'm saying? To Miley Cyrus, that you know, we have to be perfect. And it's like, you know, sometimes people make mistakes.
Critics have pointed to instances where both Jay-Z and Diddy have been accused of leveraging their influence and connections to benefit from the talents of emerging artists, often at the expense of the very individuals who helped elevate their brands.
I moved to New York City, and I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn some...
Flavor Camp?
Yeah,
Flavor
that's
Camp.
what it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
In the 90s. Do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really. I
Come
mean,
on.
but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
However, Jay-Z has firmly denied the allegations against him, accusing attorney Tony Busby of trying to extort him. His legal team argues that the claims are unsubstantiated and are being used as a strategy to pressure him into financial settlements through public scrutiny. In a statement, Jay-Z described the allegations as part of a larger blackmail scheme orchestrated by Busby. He has made it clear that he will not settle and intends to vigorously defend himself in court to protect his reputation.
Take a listen to what Jay-Z had to say, because he released a statement after the filing of this lawsuit, and it reads in part, quote, "My lawyer received a blackmail attempt called a demand letter from a lawyer named Tony Busby. What he had calculated was the nature of these allegations and the public scrutiny would make me want to settle. No, sir, it had the opposite effect. It made me want to expose you for the fraud you are in a very public fashion. So no, I will not give you one red penny. These allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. Would you not agree? These alleged victims would deserve real justice if that were the case.
Last month, a lawsuit was filed against Busby by an anonymous celebrity who claimed Busby was trying to extort money from them. Busby fired back with this statement on X last night, naming Jay-Z as the anonymous celebrity who sued his firm, and he also says Jay-Z has tried to bully and harass him and this plaintiff, and his conduct has had the opposite impact. He goes on to say, "She is emboldened, and I'm very proud of her resolve."
What do you think about the recent allegations against Jay-Z? Do you believe the claims are credible, or is this part of a larger scheme? Share your thoughts in the comments below.